Hello, darling. Merry Grinchmas, and welcome to 20 Days of Canva Magic. I'm your host, Melly Grinch, because who says a Grinch can't sprinkle a little Christmas magic? And together, we're about to embark on the most festive creative journey ever. Throughout these 20 days, my Grinchy little minions will be popping in to add their mischief and charm. But let's be clear. I'm running the main show. Over the next few weeks, we're diving into a wonderland of creativity, crafting content that's as magical as it is merry. The best part, every design, every idea, every piece of content will channel all things Grinch and Christmas because the holiday season is here, and it's time to shine. Oh, and here's a holiday treat just for you. Head over to thejunecreation.com for 50% off all items during this festive season. It's my way of making sure your holidays sparkle with creativity and inspiration. Don't miss a moment of the magic. Hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel so you're notified every time we drop a new festive creation. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming. Grinch-inspired treasures, Christmas delights, and surprises to keep your creative spirit soaring. Let's create, celebrate, and make this a Grinchmas to remember. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live. It's Monday, so I think we got to give some people some time to sign on. But today's live is going to be a little bit different because a lot of the times over the past few weeks, we've been focusing on Canva, MidJourney, and just that. Now, we will still be going over Canva and MidJourney, but surprise, surprise, we are going to be doing Shopify as well. You guys asked, I listened, and I'm about to deliver. So it's very important that when you are starting your brand or your business, that you have a website. The website is what makes people trust you. The quality of the website, the way your website looks, the products that you have on the website, those are the important things that you need for someone to come onto your website and click add to cart and actually make it to the checkout. If your website is not, visually appealing, or if it doesn't have the right updates on it, people are not going to want to come and buy. For those of you, before I even get started, make sure you're liking the live, make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed. So thankfully, one of our clients who booked our website services decided that she was going to let us do a live tutorial of revamping her website for you guys. So usually I do this behind the scenes for people, but today I'm going to take you guys through the process. So for those of you who have your website as well, you're able to follow along and apply this to your website. Brittany Ashley's in the live saying, I've been waiting for this live. Yes. So before we get started, I do want to remind you guys of this special offer. So there is 50% off of the website using code Grinchmas. The website is www.thejunecreation.com. One of the popular items that people have been getting is the one-on-one sessions where I give you guys personalized strategy development, AI and tech mastery, content creation support, brand and business insights, as well as a next step action plan. The reason why I'm bringing this up now instead of usually at the end of the live is because this sale will be over on the 29th. On the 29th, I'll be having my Black Friday sale, and while there are going to be things that have a percentage off, this is the lowest that you're ever going to see it, 50% off. So if you haven't booked your already, make sure you book it. Thanksgiving is coming, so we just want to make sure that we get this done before the holidays come. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure that you are subscribed. Subscribe now if you aren't. It's the June Creation across all platforms. And, I do come on live every single weekday at 7 p.m. That is how you find me, but you won't find me if you're not subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed and you have those notification bells turned on. And lastly, I do want to talk about the Facebook group because I provide all of the updates to let you know when I'm going on live and when I'm not. There are days where I can't go on live for whatever the reason may be, and Facebook is the point of communication for that. So, back to the tutorial. I see you guys sounding off in the comments. Thank you very much. Yes, everyone, please like the live. This is a major deal. The 50% off is limited. It's limited, and yes, it will end on November 29th, which is Black Friday. So, for the Black Friday sale. Someone said that's 50% off all services down to the consultation. Take advantage. Exactly, you guys. Take advantage of the sale. So here we are in Shopify. And just to kind of explain to you guys what Shopify is, if you don't know what it is, it's pretty much where you can host your website. As you can see, there are some menu items on the side. There's the home section, there's orders, there's products, there's customers, content, finance, analytics, marketing, discounts, online store, point of sale, shop, flow. And at the bottom here, there are settings. So your settings are very important when you're setting up your Shopify store. If you come over here, you're going to see the name of the store. This is where you would put in all of your billing address, what unit system you're using. Are you using the metric system or imperial system? If you are in the United States, you will be using the imperial system for this, and the default weight is pounds. The reason why this is important is because even though we're doing something on Shopify, and I talk a lot about digital products, people do send out physical products as well, especially this client that we're going to be doing the website makeover for. Someone asked, do you prefer Shopify, Wix, or GoDaddy? I prefer Shopify 100%. It's integrated with so many different tools, and I think it's the best go-to that you can use. So here's the general tab. Then there's the plan. There are different plans for Shopify. So being that I am in an admin portion of the tool, I can't really show you or see what the plans are right now. Let me try to go to another one where it has the plan. Let's see. So these are the plans, right? If you wanted to pick your plan. So thankfully enough, Shopify does have this deal where you can start at $1 a month for the first month. After that, it can be about $29 a month. If you have other tools that you're using to download your files, to do marketing or whatever the case may be, that might bring the price up. But the lowest amount possible is $30 a month, and it is $1 a month for your first month, which is a very great deal. Most people have the basic plan. You don't really need the more advanced plus plans unless, like it says, your business is very complex. You can use this as your business scales. If you have a small team, you can do the $80 plan. But if you're a solo entrepreneur like most of us are, the $30 plan is the best way to go. Now let me go back to here. Someone said, I think Wix is trying to step it up, but Shopify is more mainstream in my opinion. Absolutely. Wix has been trying to step it up for a while, and they have been doing more integrations, but Shopify is definitely the mainstream option, and that's what a lot of people are using. There's also a lot of other stuff too, like Gumroad and all of these other sites that are being used as well, but I 100% just prefer Shopify. Even though it does cost $30 a month, it's totally worth it. So we're just going to jump right into the tutorial. Now, usually when you are building a website, the first thing that you're going to do before you even select a theme is add the products. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Today, we're going to be focusing on adding products to our site. Once you add the product, that's the best thing to do, because once you have your product visuals, then you can take those visuals and you can plug them into any theme that you want so that you can get an idea of what theme that you like the most. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on add product. When you click on add product, you're going to see that there's a section that says title, where you can put in the title of your product. You can put in a description for your product. You can put in the media, and it tells you that it accepts images, videos, or 3D models. The category will most likely autofill itself sometimes based on what you put into the title and description, as well as the media. Here is where you would put the price. If you do have an LLC, you should charge tax on this product, because if you have an LLC and you file your taxes, there is money that you need to pay back. This track quantity button is for inventory. So let's say if you have a digital product, then you would uncheck it. If it's like unlimited, like let's say you're doing some type of drop shipping, you can uncheck it. Um, Physical product, it's checked if you do have a physical product. If you don't have a physical product and it's a digital product, keep this unchecked always, because there's nothing that you're physically sending to the client's home. On the side, you do see the status. So there are two options. There's active and there's draft. Now there's a publishing as well. So there are different sales channels. So there's online stores, there's shop, there's point of sale. That hasn't been set up yet, as you see. There's also TikTok shop, which you have to download the TikTok app to integrate it with Shopify. There's email, like inbox, that you can do as well. Someone said yes, even publishing it to Google on the side. Absolutely. And then there's different markets. So you can be choosing to ship your items or sell your items internationally and the United States. So you can select both or either or. The product type, vendor, collections, and tags. The most two important things here are the collections and the tags, because that's what's going to dictate where your products appear on the website. So you create collections for your products. So what is an example of a collection? When something says bestseller, or when it says this person's favorites, or when it says, top pick items, that's a collection. It's a collection of items that you put in that you want to be displayed on your website. And then there's the tags. And with the tags, they go hand in hand with the collections, because you can do a collection where you set it up that if someone puts in a certain tag, it automatically adds it to that collection. So this is the website that we're going to be redoing over. This is pursuedbybrittanyashley.com. If you happen to be interested and you like organic skincare, this is absolutely a great website to buy it from. Just to do, not trying to do too much promo, but the way I met this client is that I do buy products from her website as well. And she knows that I do web design. So she definitely reached out to me and asked that we partnered up and that I help her redo her website. So scientifically crafted organic skincare. This is the website that we're going to be doing over. Also, you guys, make sure you sound off in the comments as we get started. So I'm going to go over here to the Shop Brittany Ashley tab just so that I can see the different products that she has. So as you can see, she has like turmeric and sea moss brightening lip scrubs. She has 24K gel under eye patches, men's body wash. There's body scrubs and everything. And before I got on this call, I did have the owner of this website send me some visuals. Ha ha ha, someone said dry skin say bye. Absolutely. I live by these products. So we're going to be recreating some of these products. So the first thing that I want to get started with is the first thing that I see here. So it says 2-ounce turmeric and sea moss brightening lip scrub. Now let's say if I want to show you guys, and this is not to change the wording of anything on this site. Like anything that gets done or anything that gets changed does get communicated with the owner of this site. But I did want to show you guys that if you're ever struggling with what the name of something should be for your product, ChatGPT can help you. So let's say if you wanted like an organic, fun name for this product I'm selling on Shopify, and I pasted it. So it says Glow Kiss Scrub, right? So it's saying it's organic, it's fun, and the highlights and brightening effect evoking a luxurious natural feel. So now, after you do all of that stuff, you can say, give me a Shopify description. Because sometimes we struggle with what the title of our products and what the description should be. So it says Glow Kiss Scrub, turmeric and sea moss brightening lip scrub. Give your lips the love they deserve with our Glow Kiss Scrub, a 2-ounce blend of nature's most powerful ingredients for soft, smooth, and visibly brighter lips. Crafted with turmeric for its natural brightening properties and sea moss to deeply nourish and hydrate. This gentle scrub exfoliates away dryness while enhancing your natural glow. Sorry guys, I'm getting tongue-tied. So it says the key benefits are smooth and softens dry chapped lips. It gently exfoliates for a polished finish. It naturally brightens lips with turmeric's golden touch. It's infused with sea moss to lock in moisture and promote a healthy pout. And then it tells you why you'll love it. It's made with organic, skin loving ingredients. The lip scrub is free of harsh chemicals and full of goodness, so you can feel good about what you're putting on your skin. Perfect for daily use or as a prep step before applying your favorite lip color. And then it even breaks it down with instructions on how to use it, with how you can take a small amount, put it on your lips in circular motions, rinse it off with warm water or a damp cloth, and you follow up with a hydrating balm and all of these things. So it gives you all of this information, but now you want to create a visual for this, right? So you can say, what is a MidJourney prompt I can, or you can say, write me a MidJourney prompt for this product. And I'm going to select on enter because we are using MidJourney to generate these images. So it says a close-up image of a luxurious organic scrub jar labeled Glow Kiss Scrub, featuring a golden textured turmeric infused scrub with hints of natural sea moss, etc. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you with this is whenever MidJourney is asking you to put in words, don't do it because MidJourney doesn't do that well with words. So we want to remove these things. So anytime that you're generating a prompt in MidJourney, which I'm about to take you guys through it right now, you want to avoid words like, labels, like where you're putting in words. You want to avoid, anything that involves actions that are happening with the hands, because sometimes these things look unnatural. Charm City Babe Boutique says, this is what I needed my whole life for Shopify. Absolutely. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing the whole thing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this. But at the same time, though, I want to go over to Pursuit's website and see what images that she had, because I want to make sure I keep the image as close as possible. So one word of advice that I have right here is because with this image, I would say that this is an amazing image, but it's not telling me that this is about a lip scrub. I think this would be an amazing image to put as a second image, but maybe not as the main image or the front image of the page. So I'm going to go over to MidJourney and I'm going to go over to the Create tab and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit paste. And I'm going to see, let's see, a close up of a luxurious organic lip scrub jar, and I'm going to remove the words featuring a golden textured turmeric infused scrub with hints of natural sea moss. The scene is styled on a marble countertop surrounded by fresh turmeric roots, sea moss, and soft glowing sunlight filtering through green leaves, evoking a clean, vibrant, and natural aesthetic. The overall mood is refreshing, organic, and inviting with a touch of elegance. Now, one of the main important things that you need to do is think about your image size, right? This is very important because whenever you're uploading products onto your Shopify page, you do want the size of the image to be consistent. So you don't want to have an image that's a 4:5 ratio and then an image that's a 1:1 ratio, because when you do that, then there's just too many different looks on the page. You want everything to be the same size. You want everything to look good. So for this example, we're going to use the square. So we're going to keep the 1:1. So with 1:1, we're going to keep the stylization at 100, which is the default. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select enter and see what I get. Yes, I'm going to make it spicy for you guys. Okay, so now the image is generating. And this is the image that is provided to us. So yes, I am talking about ratios. Ratios are very, very important. There are a lot of times I go to people's websites and I see different ratios. So like, for example, you'll see an image. I'm trying to find an example. You'll see an image that's this size, but then you'll see an image that's a square. And then things just start kind of looking, not cohesive at all. So I think I like this image, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to download this image. And I'm going to open up Canva. So I'm going to create a new design in Canva. And I'm going to make the design a 2000 by 2000 pixels. And I'm going to tell you why we're bringing these images into Canva in a second. So I'm going to take this image and I'm going to drag and drop it over. Now, remember I told you guys, it is very important to upscale your product images. So I didn't upscale this in MidJourney. I usually do. But the reason why I'm going to tell you to upscale it in Canva, for those of you who have the basic plan, is because you do get a certain amount of generations that you can do in MidJourney, and I don't want you to waste the amount of images you can generate on upscaling things all of the time. You can upscale in Canva for free. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go to my upscale app, which is called Image Upscaler. But for those of you who don't know what an app is or who don't have it installed, you can simply just go to the navigation menu for Canva. And if you scroll down, you're gonna see an icon that says apps, and you're just gonna type in upscale. And it's going to show you the upscaler app. So the one I use, it's called Image Upscaler, and it has a picture of a butterfly. Now I think the image looks fine, but we can try and upscale it, maybe a 2x to upscale, just to make sure it's super crisp, so that when you see it on the website, it looks good. Now be mindful that there are different speeds settings for the website as well. You don't want to have files that are way too big or upscale too much, because you also don't want it to slow your website down. So keep that in mind as you're adding products. So this is the before and this is the after. You may not see a huge difference, but there is a difference in quality. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on replace. And this is just an extra step that you could take in Canva as opposed to doing it to MidJourney. Now you have to come to Canva anyways. I'm going to show you why in a second, because we haven't reached that part. So you might as well just, do the upscaling in Canva. Hello, my heart and soul creation. Thank you for joining. You're tuned in just in time. Right now, we're going over a website that we're going to be recreating. The first step in creating the websites is creating the product images. So now I'm going to go back over to MidJourney. And what I want to do now is probably just get an image of the lip scrub smeared against a white background. So I'm going to say, because we want more than one image, right? Let's do 2 images. So I'm going to say, let me use this text again. So I'm going to select on use prompt. And this says a close-up image of a luxurious organic lip scrub jar. So I'm going to say golden textured turmeric infused scrub with hints of natural sea moss, smeared against a white background, surrounded by fresh turmeric roots. So we don't even need it to be surrounded by anything. We're just going to remove all of this. So we're going to test this out. Remember, with MidJourney, you have to play around with the prompts so that you can get your desired result. So the vision that I have right now is just seeing the lip scrub smeared against a white background. So let's see how that looks, and let's see what MidJourney is able to produce for us. So this is what it's been able to produce for us. So I think I'm going to go with this image right here. And I'm just going to select on download. Now, after I downloaded it, I'm going to go to Canva. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a page, right? After I add the page, I'm going to take the image and I'm going to do what? Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Remember, that is what we love about Canva. We can drag and drop. We can do the same thing with MidJourney as well. Now that I've gone ahead and added this image, and I feel like the color is pretty consistent with the first image. Remember, there's a lot of lighting in this image, but I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing, the look that I'm going for right now. So what I'm going to do is, once again, I'm going to upscale this. I already have the image upscaler app open. So I'm just going to select go back, make sure this image is selected, and do a 2x upscale. If you guys have any questions, make sure you put it in the comments. Brittany Ashley said that's why I trust her for a clean, slick look. Absolutely. My heart and soul creation says, hey, thank you guys so much for the comments. I really appreciate it. So we're waiting for that image to upscale. And sometimes it does take a moment. So we're just going to give it a minute. So it's taking quite a while, but that's okay. I'm going to move on to the next step with what I wanted to show you guys, which is the grid view. So this is why I bring it into Canva, because with the grid view, you can kind of see if all of the images flow together. Imagine you're creating a bunch of images and you don't really know, or you can't really tell what it looks like because you're creating them one by one. Like here, okay, we're scrolling, we're scrolling, we're scrolling, but I like bringing it into Canva so that when I have 10 images, 20 images, I can see all of them in one view and kind of say to myself, like, yes, all of these images go together. That is the goal. So this is still upscaling. We're going to come back for this, for the upscale. But in the meantime, we have our first two images for our first product. Now we're going to go back to the lovely website of Pursuit by Brittany Ashley. And we're going to see what else she has. So she has the 24K gel under eye patch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on this and I'm going to copy what this is called, right? Because I'm using this as the base image, word for what I'm going to put into ChatGPT. And I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to ask it the first thing I asked it the first time. I'm going to say fun name for this product that I'm selling on Shopify. Organic fun name for this product I'm selling on Shopify. And I'm just going to paste it. 24K gel under eye patch. Golden Glow eye gels. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go to, sorry, before I copy it, I am going to ask it to give me a description or a prompt. Write me a MidJourney prompt for this product. So it says a luxurious close-up image of shimmering gold gel under eye patches styled elegantly on a sleek white marble surface. The patch reflects a radiant 24K gold glow with scattered natural elements like aloe vera leaves, chamomile flowers, and droplets of water to evoke hydration and luxury. Soft golden sunlight cascades over the scene, creating a spa-like rejuvenating vibe. The aesthetic is clean, high-end, and organically refreshing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm going to do what? Copy, and I'm going to come over here and paste and select enter. Now let's finish upscaling this image while we wait so that we can upload the product. So I'm going to try again and to upscale it. So I'm doing a 2x upscale resolution and I'm going to select on upscale. It looks like it's moving a bit faster this time, so let's see. All right, so we're just going to give it another minute to upscale, and it looks like it's almost there. So it's gone ahead and upscale the image. This is the before, this is the after, not major changes, just something that is slight. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replace that image. And the reason why I am creating the images first before actually adding them to the Shopify site, so you'll see that I haven't come here and actually added anything, is because I just want to be able to download all of these images at once into one folder. So let's say if, we were just downloading everything one by one, that would just take so much of our time. So we're just going to try to do a few of the products, and then we're going to just do one download so that we can start uploading them, and we have our ChatGPT open with, the descriptions and all of those things for our image. So I didn't even give me a Shopify description, so I'm going to do that right now. Give me a Shopify description. And did I put in the prompt for this? Yes, I did. So to me, these do not look like under eye patches. So we're going to try this again because these look like gel blobs. So I'm just going to use the text and I'm going to just say a luxurious close-up image of gel, or let me say gold gel under eye patches, Style, I'm going to remove style elegantly. I'm going to just put on a sleek white marble surface. The patches reflect a radiant 4K gold glow. All right. So let me copy this real quick. And let me go to the Explore tab and just type in eye patches or gel eye patches. Because maybe I need to use something as a style reference. So let's see if we see like a good image. So I guess eye patches can mean a lot of different things. So I'm just trying to see if I can find one that I like. So far I don't see under eye. Let me do under eye patches. So there are some with actual models. I'm trying to find one where it is just the item itself. So I don't see that, but that's okay. We're going to come back here and I'm just going to type in product photography in front of it and see if that will help. And I'm going to select on enter and see what we get. Now, I do want to tell you guys, sometimes it does take a little bit of time to get the desired image that you want. You just have to keep trying. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go back to Pursuit's website. And actually, this is actually how her eye patch looks, to be honest with you. Now that I think about it, and now that I'm actually looking at this, it does look something like this. But I kind of wanted more of like the eye patch look. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to go to Google and I'm just going to type in gel eye patch. And I'm going to see if I can get an image of like what I'm trying to imagine here. So I'm going to go to images. And I kind of like this one right here. And we're going to try to probably use it as a reference. So you can go to Google and you can also go to other websites to try to get reference images to use for your gel eye patches. So let's try to use this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to take a screenshot of this, just like this. Whoops. Going to take a screenshot. And then I'm going to come over to MidJourney. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this text again. But what I'm going to do with this screenshot that I got is I am going to drag and drop it into MidJourney, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use it as a style reference. And then I'm going to select on enter just to see if our gel eye patches can have more of a better form. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for form. And like I said, don't get frustrated if you're not getting the perfect image. It just takes time. If we spend too much time on this image, we are going to move on to the next image. But I think we can get something really good with this. It is absolutely normal for it to take some time. So we kind of have these images, but I think this looks too shimmery gold. I don't know. When I look at this, I don't think, eye gel patches. But that's okay. What we're going to do for now is we are going to select one of these images and we're going to use this maybe as a second image. And then we're just going to find another image online of an actual eye patch, like this one. We don't want to copy this one. We don't want to take this one, but we're going to see if we can find one. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and go with this image. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to download it because we do want something. So now that I've downloaded it, I'm going to go back to Canva and I'm going to add a page. And then I'm going to take that image and I am going to drag and drop it. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Someone said, I'm learning MidJourney. I just got it watching you work with it. I'm so happy that you're learning it. And now today you're also learning how to create your website using Shopify. So thank you so much, Charm City Babe Boutique, for joining the live. So we want to upscale this image as well. So I'm going to select on go back and I'm going to do 2x resolution and I'm going to upscale. And the earlier you are starting your business, like the more beginning phases you're in, the better it is to get started on your website because then you won't be overloaded with a bunch of images that you need to recreate or revamp. So the earlier you start, the better. If you are starting a business right now and you only have 2 product ideas, start putting in those ideas, because you're only putting in 2. Then when you get the third idea, you'll put the third one. But when you have like 50 different images because you're already established, that's when you kind of come into a situation where you feel a little bit overwhelmed and where you don't really want to work on your site. So my suggestion is once you get started, you start off small, and you just put in the different images and the content here and there until you can fully put it in completely. So now I've gone ahead and added this image, and I'm going to go in my grid view once again to make sure that the aesthetic flows. I think everything flows. I think it looks nice together. And the reason why it's important is because all of these images are going to show up on the website. So you want to make sure that the quality matches, the size matches, the look matches. Everything can't be the same color because they're different products, but you just want to make sure that that look and the niceness of the look is there. Kimberly Burns said that is a great idea. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next product, right? We don't want to spend too much time on the product because I do want to get through as many of these as possible. So I see that she has the 6-ounce turmeric, kojic acid, and sea moss soap. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this, and I am going to come to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, give me, what am I saying? Organic fun name for this product I'm selling on Shopify. Organic fun name for this product. I don't even need to put that I'm selling on Shopify anymore because by now the algorithm knows what I'm talking about because I asked this 2 times already. And as you can see, it's giving us consistent naming. Golden Glow Bar. The other one was Golden Glow Eye Gels. The first one was Glow Kiss Scrub, So just giving you guys an idea of what you guys and how you guys can name these products. Someone said before we get off, I would like to ask you a question about images. Absolutely. You can ask anytime in the comment section, and then once I can get to it, I will answer it for you. So this next product is going to be Golden Glow Bar, and we want a MidJourney prompt for this image, and then we're going to ask it for the Shopify description. Then I'm going to say Shopify description. Let me copy this first. Copy. And then I'm going to enter my prompt for Shopify description. And I'm going to come over to MidJourney and I'm going to paste it. So it says a beautifully crafted organic soap bar with a warm golden hue, featuring natural swirls of turmeric and hints of sea moss texture. The soap is elegantly styled on a rustic wooden tray with fresh turmeric roots, sea moss, and slices of orange surrounding it. Soft natural lighting highlights its smooth, artisanal design with water droplets adding a fresh, hydrating vibe. The background includes subtle greenery and a calming spa-like atmosphere to provoke purity and luxury. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit enter. And let's see what it gives us. So while we're waiting for that to generate, like I mentioned, make sure you guys are subscribed to the June Creation channel. So this is what it has come up with. Let's see what image Pursuit had. So this is the image that Pursuit had, and this is the image that it gave us, which looks very nice. But let's say if we wanted it to be a little bit more similar to this, right? We can actually take a screenshot of this. Let me just take a screenshot of a portion of it. It's going to be kind of hard to take the screenshot because of the direction. But let's say if I took a screenshot of it, and let's say if I recreated this. So let's say if I used the text again, and if I took the screenshot, and if I dragged it. We're just testing this out. I don't know, what the result will be. So I'm going to test it out as a style reference first, and then I'm going to test it out as a character reference. So let's do the style reference and select on enter. And then let's use it again. And instead of doing a style reference, let's do a character reference and select on enter and see what we want. Do we want this image, or do we want the next two images it's going to provide for us based on the style or based on the character reference? I really like these images though. They look very nice. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go with what we use as a character reference. And as you can see, what we use as a character reference with just what I put in, it matches more of the texture of Pursuit's product. Look at this texture and look at the texture that we have now in MidJourney. So character reference is the way to go when it comes to this. So that way the images are consistent with her products. So now we're gonna choose which one of these that we want. And let's say if we want, I think this image looks really nice. They all look nice, to be honest with you. So I don't know what would be more of a 6 ounce, right? Because this is a 6 ounce bar of soap. So I don't know if this is more consistent with what 6 ounces is or this. But these are things that I can always go back to the client with to ask, which image you prefer. So for now, I do like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download this. Then I'm going to go over to Canva and I'm going to add a page. And with the page that I'm adding, I am going to do what, guys? I am going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. My favorite thing to do is drag and drop. So I've gone ahead and I've dragged and dropped these images. And it looks very, very consistent with this image that we have right here. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to select on the image so that I can do the 2x upscale. And this is why I say it's better to just upscale in Canva, because imagine if you were upscaling every single one of these images in MidJourney, in 1 month or even in 1 day. You're going to run out of your 200 prompts before you know it if you have the basic version of MidJourney. So I'm just showing you guys how to save time and save your image generations, because Canva can do some of these things for you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on replace, and I know that it has been upscaled. I'm going to look at my grid and see all of the images that I have, and so far everything looks good to me. Now we're going to move on to the next product. So I'm going to go back, and she has an activated charcoal body scrub. Now this is where things get a little bit more different when it comes to creating a mock-up, right? So this mock-up, I think I'm actually gonna create with Envato elements. So Pursuit did send me some labels. Let me see if this label was the one that she sent me. So I have the brightening wash. I have, okay, so this is not the one that I have. She probably sent some more, but I didn't get a chance to go through all of the labels. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to show you how you can create a mock-up and add a label to a bottle like this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go to something called Envato Elements. And this is just what my process is when I am creating content and designing a website for my clients. So this is trying to see what size jar this is. I'm not sure. Let's see if it says it in the description. Okay, so I'm not sure what size jar this is, but that's okay. It's a jar with a black lid, and it has the activated charcoal peppermint in it. So we might not be able to find that activated charcoal peppermint. That might be something we need to Photoshop possibly. We can even try to get MidJourney to create it for us, but we might not be able to. We can add the label, but I would probably have to do it in Photoshop. But first, I'm going to try my luck with Envato first. To see what we can get before we take these next steps and actions. So I'm going to go over to Envato and I'm just going to type in jar mockup. And I'm just going to look at all of these different graphic templates and see if I can find a jar with a black top. So this is a jar with a black top, and it actually looks like a dark jar. So that's very good because we do want it to be dark inside. Now this lid is a little bit wider. I think we can pass, but I'm gonna keep looking to see. And if you see something that you like, if you have in Bottle Elements and you don't want to lose it, all you need to do is add it to a collection so that you can come back to it. So I'm going to keep scrolling. There's just tons of different jars that you can look for and go through. So I'm just going to go through the first 2 or 3 pages. And if I don't find something else, look at this, Weed Buzz jar mock-ups. If I don't find something else, then we're going to go with that first image because I think it's good enough in my opinion. All right, so let's go back to page 1 for the sake of time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this image and I'm going to download it. So now that I've downloaded it, I do need to open it up in Photoshop. But before I open it up in Photoshop, I'm going to take an example of one of the labels that Pursuit sent me, and we're just going to redo the label a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a page. And I'm going to drag and drop it. And this is going to be my first attempt at trying to redo someone's label in Canva. But I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So once I have this in here, I'm actually going to go to the edit. And I'm going to try to grab the text. Let's see if we can do that. Let's grab some text. So I want to grab this text. Oh, it's letting me grab all the text. Perfect. So I'm going to grab all the text. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start repositioning this. Right? I'm going to make this wrap all around the label. This, let's see, I might need to re-grab the text again. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it will let me. I think I'm going to have to do everything one by one. But that's okay. So we have this here. Let me do the grab text again. And I'm going to grab this. And this product is the Activated Charcoal Body Scrub. So let's just change this to Activated Charcoal Body Scrub. Like so. I'm just going to move it down here. Make it a little bit bigger. So it says activated charcoal, organic sugar, grapeseed, argan, and jojoba oil. So I'm going to have to write that down because guess what? I'm not going to remember that. So where is my pen? Or matter of fact, I'm just going to take a picture of it so that I can remember what the word's saying so that I don't have to do too much back and forth. Now, did you guys know that you can grab the text like that? Let me know in the comments if you knew this already. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the grab text again. So I'm going to do edit, grab text, and the text that we're going to be grabbing is this one. Or, okay, let's say it says all text. So let's try this again. Let's see if it can keep all of the text separate. It looks like it can. So yes, it can. Amazing. So I'm actually going to zoom in a bit. And don't worry about this here. We're going to clean this up. So where it says Botana oil, I'm going to increase this. And this should say, let me look at the picture. We wanted to say activated charcoal. Activated charcoal. I'm going to put this here. We want this to say organic sugar. And we want it to be the same size and same font as this. So the size is Aileron Heavy. This is 25.2. So I'm going to make this 25.2 as well. I'm going to make sure they're just aligned with each other. We're going to remove this because that's not on the original one. And we're going to change this to say grapeseed, argan, and jojoba oil. And we're going to change the font to match this font. So this one was Aileron Heavy. So we're going to do the same for this one. And this size is 25.2. So we're going to do the same for this, 25.2. Sound off in the comments if you're learning something new. I'd like to know if you guys are learning something new. I'm just going to bring this up here like so. So I'm going to type in give me, so I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, give me a short product label description for this. And it says detoxify and exfoliate with this powerful blend of activated charcoal and nature ingredients. Gently removes impurities, leaving your skin smooth, refreshed, and glowing. Perfect for all skin types. And I'm just going to copy this like this. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste it. Because remember, we're using the hair treatment one. We're redoing the label to make it match for activated charcoal body scrub. And I'm gonna say, for cautions, give me a short label description for cautions. So it says caution for external use only. Avoid contact with eyes. Discontinue use if irritation occurs. Keep out of the reach of children. Patch test before use. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go back to Shopify. I'm going to delete this where it says cautions and I am going to paste this like so. Now let's see, this is 20.5. We want this to be 20.5 as well. And actually, I kind of want all of the text to match everything. So if this is Arial, we want aileron. Let's do aileron heavy, right? We want everything to be consistent, including the text and the font. Because it just looks so much better that way. Okay. Now, if you guys are worried about these bars that look, kind of disconnected, it's okay. We can fix that. I'm going to move this up a bit. Going to change this text. Going to change this text. www.pursuitbybrittanyashley.com. And I am just going to decrease the size of this. Let's see. So that it can fit underneath here properly. Now, one thing I will say is, so I think we can remove the produced by. Now, there is a lot of things here that says, pursued by Brittany Ashley. So maybe we don't need to have it here. I mean, I kind of get it though, because this is on one side of the label and this is on the other side of the label. So I think it's fine, actually. Now, I think I do want to move these two things up. Let's say if you wanted to move this up, you can actually just select on this, go to edit, and we can do a magic grab, and we can click on the items. I just selected on shift, click on those two items, click on grab, and it's grabbing it, and we can just move it up like so. Okay. Next, I kind of want to grab this blue dot right here, because it just doesn't go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another magic grab, and I'm going to try to click on it. Let's see if it will let me. Yep. Grab. And I'm just going to delete it like so. Now let's take a look at the comments. So someone said this is worth every single penny. Absolutely. I am giving you guys the tea 100%. You're learning how to change an existing label. If you have a label already and you want to make changes to it, you're learning how to generate images using MidJourney for your Shopify website. And we're also going to apply this label to the jar mockup in Envato Elements using Photoshop. Someone said, this is all new to me. Started my store 3 months ago and still can't figure it out. Auto DS is more expensive than I thought. Going broke fast. Okay, Debbie's weight loss revolution. You do not need to go broke. It sounds like you need help or like you need a consultation. Feel free to book one, or I will try to address your issues on the live. I try to address as many case by case basis as I can, but sometimes I cannot get to everybody. But there are ways for you to figure things out. Auto DS is expensive. We should look at other options for you than Auto DS if you don't want to do Auto DS. I tried it out once. It is expensive. It is frustrating. There's a lot of information that you need to fill out for it. And it's just very tedious. So we'll try to talk more about that. Make sure you shoot me an email, or make sure you shoot me an email. It's thejunecreation@gmail.com. Or you can book a consultation. I do have the one-on-one Elevate with Mel consultations, which is currently 50% off on the website. That sale is going to end on the morning of the 29th for the Black Friday sale. And the price is still going to be discounted, but it's going to go up a little bit. So we will talk. All right. So now let me just rearrange some things some more. I think I want to move these bars a bit. Let me see. Or it could be, it's fine. Let's see. Ooh, I can move it like that. Okay. Yeah, let me move everything just one step up. Move this up. And I think I'm actually going to move this up as well. Before I move this up, what I do want to do is replace this bar right here, right? Because it's fading away. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to go to Shapes right here. And I'm going to change the color of the shape to black. And let's see if I can make it thinner. I'm just going to zoom in a bit to see if I can align this. Oops. Okay. It ends right here. Okay. And that's how you would fix a line if you needed to fix it. Now we want to move this whole thing up. I'm wondering if, let's see. I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Magic Grab. And I'm going to click on this line. And as you can see, when I click on it, it does highlight a purple color. I'm going to grab it. and then I'm just gonna move it up. It looks like a portion of it didn't move up with it. So what we can actually do is we can actually delete it, right? I'm gonna just create a new line. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna select on the one I created. I'm gonna do duplicate, and I am going to drag it down like so. Make sure it's lined up with the other one. And I'm gonna delete this. So I'm gonna go to edit, and let's see, magic eraser, and I'm just going to erase this. And once I'm done, I'm gonna X out of it, and you'll see that it's erased. And I'm just gonna move this up. Okay, there you go. I'm also wondering if this should just be one extended line going across, but for now, we're just gonna leave it like this for now. So this is how it looks now, and I'm gonna show you how it looked before. So this is the before, and this is the after. Before and after. Now we can work on it some more, but just for the sake of time, I think I'm going to leave it at this. But the label can be changed completely or recreated from scratch. But for now, we're going to leave it like this. And what I'm going to do is I am going to download it. And when I download it, I'm going to do transparent background. So hopefully it doesn't remove the background behind the label. I don't think it should. And I'm only going to download the 5th page, and I'm going to double check to make sure that it downloaded it the way I needed it to download. So let me look in my downloads folder real quick. Do a quick look. Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Envato Elements, and I'm actually gonna have to open up Photoshop, you guys. I'm gonna have to open up Photoshop. I wonder if we have this option in Canva. Let me see. Let me go to Elements and do a jar mockup. It's not gonna be the same because we need to actually plaster the logo or the label onto it. So I personally think that the best bet is Photoshop. So I'm going to open up Photoshop, you guys. Are you guys ready for the Photoshop tutorial? So let me look for Photoshop, the Photoshop application, so that I can open it up. Someone says, love that, looks great. Nice. Thank you guys so much. So I'm opening up Photoshop, and then we're gonna continue there. So just bear with me for a second. So when I do open up Photoshop, sorry, I'm opening it up before I share the screen. When I do open it up, based on how this mockup is, we might only be using half of the label, and I'm going to show you why. So let me share my screen. Let me see if I can share Photoshop. Okay, what does this share? Yay, here we go. All right, here we are. Here's Photoshop, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, you see how this mockup is? We may need to cut this label in half. But before we do that, let me just drag and drop it. So once you open up this mockup, which we have in Envato Elements, we brought it into Photoshop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go here under the Layers channel, And where it says design here, I'm going to double click on that. And this is where I would normally take the design that we did and I would drag and drop it like so. Then you can hide this. And if I were to save it by hitting Command Save, or you can do Control S, or you can do File Save, when you come over here, you will see that the logo is here. But we don't want this background, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to look for where that background is. I believe that it's right here. Yeah, we can just do this. And you have it like so. Now, my suggestion is that we do redo this label and just have it take up the whole thing, as opposed, and then, the back could be another sticker. Because when it's like this, it's still nice, but we can't get that wraparound that we're looking for. So what I would do in this case is I would probably go back. So for now, we're going to keep it at this. These are little things that we can change afterward. So for now, we're going to save this. So I'm going to do File. I'm going to do Export. And I'm just going to do a quick export as a PNG. And I am going to save it to my downloads. Save, save, save. So now I'm going to go back to Canva. And I am going to drag and drop. And the reason why we're bringing it into Canva is because I do need to I'm going to upscale it, but I also just need to zoom it up, because it wasn't a 4x4 or like a 2x2 or a square or whatever it was in Photoshop. So we're just going to make it that here. So I'm going to center it. Then I am going to upscale it. And I'm going to select on it. We can do a 2x upscale. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am not sharing the right screen. Sorry. What I basically did is I went to Canva. I created a new page. I drag and dropped it. I zoomed it up a bit. And now I'm doing an upscale. So like I mentioned, it does take some time to upscale an image sometime. But while we're waiting for that to upscale, just a review of the images we've generated so far. So we did the lip scrub, right? We have 2 images of that. I'm really loving this, right? The lip scrub in the jar, as well as it plastered and smeared against the white background. And what I really love about MidJourney is that it even captures the shadow. So it makes the image look very real. It doesn't look fake. This looks very amazing. This is what we're going to use for the gel under eye scrub. So remember, we were having a hard time finding the form of the eye scrub. So this can be used as a secondary image, and we're just going to find regular eye patches, or we can even use a model with gel eye patches. Maybe we might do that as one of the images as well, using MidJourney. This is what we created for the turmeric soap. And we used a character reference for the soap that Pursuit already had on her website, so that we can make sure that it has the same texture and the same look. We redid the label. And now we've gone ahead and we've added the label to the jar. And we found a mock-up of this jar in Envato Elements, and we edited it in Photoshop. I know it's a lot to pack or take in. But that's why it's important that you guys are subscribed, so that you can also just go back and rewatch this. But this is good information. I'm just going to select on replace. And add to the design. So it's adding it like brand new. This is the upscale version. So that's fine. I'm just going to delete what's in the back, and I'm just going to make this bigger, like so. I'm going to center it, and then I'm just going to crop it. And as you can see, it captured the shadows as well, which is very important when you want your image to look authentic. So now what do I want to do? I want to have um, the, I want to have another image with the activated charcoal body scrub smeared against a white background. Because we have that for the lip scrub, so let's try and have that as well for the activated charcoal. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to use the prompt. We're not using this as a style reference. And I'm just going to say activated, what is it called? Charcoal body scrub. Charcoal body scrub smeared against white background. And let's see what that gives us. So while we wait for that image to generate, I'm going to come over here and I'm actually going to hide this page for now, because we're not going to be using it. It still shows up, but that's not going to be a part of the images. So just so we can get a view of the images that we will be using. So this is the first image. The first two images are for the first product. This is for the second product. This is for the third product. And this would be for the fourth product. And you're just going to see it all come together on the website when we pick out a theme. So I was in MidJourney and it's gone ahead and created it. So I'm not sure what the consistency of this is supposed to be. So for now, we're going to choose one of them, maybe this one. And I'm just going to select on download. And then we're going to come over to Canva and we're going to get out of the grid view. We're going to add a page and we're going to do what? Drag and drop. Drag and drop. So we've gone ahead and we've dragged and dropped the image, and next we're going to upscale. So I'm going to select on back. You see that the image is here, and we're just going to upscale it by 2x. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure you are putting it in the comments. I do see the comments are a little quiet today, but I do see you guys in the room. Don't be shy. This is the first Shopify tutorial that we're doing on this channel, so it's a lot to unpack, but we're going to be doing Shopify for the whole week. So even if you don't have a question today, or you can't think of anything today and you kind of just need to, ingest all of this information, come ready with your questions tomorrow. So I'm going to hit replace so that I can replace it with the upscale version of the image. And there we go. So let's create one more image before we start adding the products to the site. So let's come back to the website and let's select another image that we might want to do. So there's the activated charcoal clean bar. I'm just looking at images. Let me go to the home page. Okay, she has serums. She has body washes. I'm just trying to find the best thing that we can do. Someone said just watching and learning, girl. I feel you. It's a lot. If you feel like I'm going too fast, definitely let me know if you think I'm going too fast. Okay, let's do one of the facial bars. Let me see if I can find another facial bar. Let me hit the, we can do a body butter as well. Okay, no, let's do the Calm Me Down Clean bar, right? So this is actually one of my favorite bars. So this has goat milk soap in it. So let's read it a bit. So this says goat milk soap has recently gained popularity and is not carried in many stores. The use of using goat milk through the saponification process stems from thousands of years ago. This clean bar will definitely calm you down. The Calm Me Down bar has lavender, jasmine, and sandalwood essential oils to calm and soothe you. So now let's say if we have this, right? But let's say if you don't really know what to name it or how to go about regenerating an image like this. And by the way, Pursuit has been a client of mine for a long time. And remember how I told you that with MidJourney, you don't need to pay photographers hundreds of dollars? She paid me hundreds of dollars to take this image. This is one of the images that I took for her brand years ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to select this. So this is not even a MidJourney type of image. This is an actual image that was taken with a camera. And now, you know, she can take that money and put it towards her website as opposed to, and that's for all of you guys too, as opposed to taking, $200, $300, you're paying for a photographer for a few pictures. What you can do is you can take those hundreds of dollars and actually invest on getting someone to do your website for you, or you can watch this live and do your website yourself. There's so many things that you can do. So I went ahead and I took a screenshot of that image. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take the image and I'm going to drag and drop it into ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, create a MidJourney prompt for me based on this image. So it says a handcrafted soap bar with a creamy white base, beautifully embedded with dried lavender flowers and herbal greenery. The top is adorned with vibrant dried lavender buds, surrounded by natural botanical set accents such as jasmine flowers, sprigs of fresh herbs, and dried blossoms. The scene is rustic yet elegant, with soft natural lighting highlighting the organic texture and earthy tones, evoking a calm and artisanal spa vibe. And the next thing I'm going to ask it before I go and put it into MidJourney is I'm going to say organic fun name for this product. The Lavender Bliss Bar. Ooh. All right. So now I am also going to ask it for the product description. Let me copy and paste the MidJourney prompt and ask it to do the product description. And I'm going to go to MidJourney and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste it in here. And I'm going to select on enter and see what it comes up with. Okay. This is what it's coming up with. It's looking very nice. I'm really liking the first image. Okay. Now, let's say if we wanted to use this, and remember how we were using character references, right? Let's drag and drop the original image in there. And let's use it as a character reference. And I'm going to select enter. And I also want to try it out to see how it's going to look as a style reference. I'm going to hit style. I'm going to hit enter. I want to see those two different things. Charm City Babe said the images are so pretty and vibrant. Yes, they are. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, images is everything when it comes to your products. But now with tools like, MidJourney, you can just make the process so much simpler and more affordable. So this is what is generated for us. So I think I like the style reference more than I like the character reference images. The ones without any references look nice too, but I'm really liking these. I'm really feeling this right here. So we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I think I'm gonna go with this one. And remember, these are handcrafted soap bars. This is organic stuff. And I do know personally that the person who runs the brand does everything organically. So this kind of just gives it that organic touch because there's a little bit of uneven sides. And you just know that like this was something that was handmade. Yes. So I've gone ahead and downloaded it and I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna select on add. Oops, did I download it? Let's see. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upscale it. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to press upscale. Someone said, right, Charm City Babe. I'm excited like it's my website. Hey! Okay, so I'm upscaling the image. So we're just gonna give it a minute. Come on, website. Come on, upscale the image. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and select on replace. Now it's told me that the image upscaler has successfully uploaded the media to my library. And I'm just going to take a look at my grid view all over again to see the different images that I produced so far for the website. This looks amazing. So now, before we go into adding any additional products, let's just start. Sorry, before we get into creating additional images and generating new images, let's start with adding them to the product page, right, for Shopify, because we haven't done that yet. And that is a part of this tutorial as well. So, like I mentioned, when you want to add a product, you're going to come into the product section. Kimberly Bunn says, this is giving me so much motivation. I'm so happy that it is motivating you. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for your website. So we're going to go to ChatGPT and we're going to go back to the beginning of the thread, right? We're going to do the Glow Kiss Scrub first. So I'm going to copy Glow Kiss Scrub and I'm going to come here and I'm just going to paste that title in here, Glow Kiss Scrub. Then I'm going to look for the description and I'm just going to take this whole thing right here. And let's see. Let's copy. I wonder if it will take the emojis as well. Let's see. Copy. Come over here and paste. Yes, it does. Amazing. Okay, now we're going to add the media. So remember when I said that we want to be able to download this all at once instead of individually downloading, which is why we created a few images first before we actually got to adding them to the Shopify site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the share button and I'm going to select on download. And remember, I said hide page 5, which is why it's only going to download pages 1 through 4 and 6 to 8. So I'm going to click on download. So now that it's downloaded, I am going to go over to Shopify again. And I'm actually going to go to my downloads tab. And when you download it that way, it creates a zip file. Now, if you do not have software on your computer to open the zip file, I do suggest that you download each one by one. But if your computer, and if you have a MacBook, it most likely should be able to. If your computer is able to download the zip file, then go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2 images and I'm going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. Everything is just dragging and dropping. And here we have our 2 images. Now we'll worry about the product organization in another session. But as you can see for the category, it does say lip balms and treatment in skincare. I did tell you that the category would automatically fill itself out. And this is where you would put the price. So I'm not going to put in any prices for this. I'm just going to keep it at 0. And then I'm going to talk with my client about the prices afterwards, or let her put in her prices herself. But just to show you guys how this would work is, let's say if, you know, this was a $30 product, but you had it on sale for $15, right? You ever see the compare that price? Like I would just put $30 here and I would put $15 here. And then when it actually publishes to the site, you would see that this would be crossed out. It would say 30 with a cross out, and then it would show that the price is now $15. So that's how you get that. And if you wanted to track the quantity, this is a physical product, but that is organic. I'm assuming you don't need to track the quantity, but if you wanted to track the quantity, you would change it here. So someone said, so you're telling me I can drag and drop the contents of that zip file into Shopify? Yes, you can, but you need to open the file first. You can't drag the zip file in here. You need to open the file and you just drag and drop it into Shopify. Someone said, great job, very cohesive, very cohesive. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm just gonna come down here, and being that it filled out the category determines tax rates and adds metadata fields to improve search, filters, and cross-channel sales. So once I scroll down, you already see that it says, package type is jar, it's an organic product for product certifications. The product form is like a solid consistency, is suitable for all skin types, and that the target gender is unisex. So it just automatically puts in that information for you. Also, based on the title of your product, Glow Kiss Scrub, that determines what the search engine listing will look like. So it says Glow Kiss Scrub right here. You can always edit this if you change the name of your product. That's why you see this edit button right here. And it does show up like this on Google. When you search for it, you'll see that the first few lines of the description is what appears. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on save. Wow is correct. Okay, so now that's added and it's active, I'm going to select on this back button and I'm going to add in my next product. So here I have it here. I didn't put any information for the stock. So that's why it says 0 stock. But I can come in here. Let's say if I came in here and I just added, I don't know, 10, right? What I can do is come here to shop location, because before when we were first creating this, it gave us an option to type it in somewhere. If you don't see that option anymore, you're just going to see quantity, location, shop location, and where it says available, you can just go to the new section and you put in 10 and hit save. And now your quantity is updated. I believe it auto saved itself, so you don't need to hit the save button again. All you need to do is come out of here, and now you see that you have 10 in stock. It does show 3 different sell channels, which means that you can sell this on the online store and shop. And this part, point of sale, just needs to be fixed, but you could do point of sale as well. It is set up for 2 markets, which is United States and international, but you could remove one of them if you want to. It provides a category for you, and it says who the vendor is. Now, the reason why this vendor information is here is that this is coming from the source. The vendor is Pursued by Brittany Ashley. This is where this product was coming from. But let's say if you were doing drop shipping, let's say if you were doing print on demand, let's say if you were using Printify. If something were to come for Printify and you wanted to do drop shipping with it, or any other tool, that it would say Printify in the vendor, or whatever tool it is that you're using to get your products. This is coming from the person who owns the site herself, because she's making these products. So that's why the vendor says Pursued by Brittany Ashley. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add another product. So I'm going to add product, and I'm going to go to ChatGPT once again, because our next product after this was the Golden Glow Eye Gels. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to take the description right here and I'm going to copy and paste. So it does put the name of the title back here, 20K under eye patch, transform tired eyes into radiant refresh perfection, etc. It adds all of that stuff in, and it says that it's contact lenses. It's actually not contact lenses, so you can go and change the category. Sometimes the category can't get it 100% right. It just knows that this is involved with something with the eyes, but this is okay anyways for now, because I think this information, like if you were integrating with like TikTok Shop or integrating with other things, I do think that the categories matter, because when people are setting up their TikTok shops, I believe these are some of the things that come up, like the category and the meta fields and all of those things. So we're gonna do what to this? We're gonna drag and drop. So we're gonna find our gel patch image and we're just gonna drag it and drop it. And we can actually just find gel eye patch images on the internet. Gel eye patches, white background. And we can literally just use one of these images, honestly. So like I would probably take this image right here. Someone says, do you have to choose a category? I believe you do have to choose a category because they do say that they're using it for tax purposes. If you were not using it for tax purposes, I don't think you need to. I can look into that for you. So let's say if I take this image actually, and let me just go back to the Canva site, and you kind of want to keep everything housed together, which is another reason why you should stick to Canva, because you just don't want your pictures and stuff all over the place. You want them all in one place. Yes, sometimes the category does get made automatically. So I think I'm going to rotate this. No, I'm going to keep it like this. And I'm just going to make it bigger, but I'm also going to upscale it. And I'm going to remove the background so that there's no like different shades of white. But before I remove the background, I'm going to upscale this image. Yeah, if the category is wrong for your product, you can manually change it yourself. Sometimes I just put random stuff. Like I sell a lot of digital products. So sometimes I just put everything under one general category, like digital products or whatever the case may be. Sometimes I don't let it go too deep into what it is. I make it something more general as opposed to something that's specific. So it's upscaling the image. And we're just going to do replace. So it's been upscaled. And we're going to remove the background because this background is already white and our Canva background is already white. We just don't want to make sure, we want to make sure that there's no differences in the white. So the best thing to do is just remove the background. So I've removed the background and this is the image, and I'm going to go ahead and hit download so that I can save it. And I only want to do page 9. So I'm going to download it. And I'm actually going to try something out in MidJourney with the patches. I'm going to see if I could use this image as a reference. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's just try it and see what happens. Let's come back over here. We're just trying it out, guys. We're just testing some stuff out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually look for the, let's see. Let me use this text. And let me take this image because we've been using it as a style. We've been using it as a character reference, but we haven't actually used it as an image reference. So I'm actually going to try to do that and see what happens. So MidJourney does take about a minute or so. And let's see. I think this is a little bit better. I think this is better. Like it's actually giving us the form. So I think that even though the form is not 100% perfect, we can probably use this as a third image, but we could probably use these as one of the main images. It's giving eye patch to me, especially this one. Let's say if you like this one, right? We're going to take this, we're going to download it, and we're going to come to Canva, and I'm going to add the page. Let's say if we want to remove one of the patches, right? Let's say if we want 2 patches and not 3 because it's showing us 3 patches. I believe we can delete it in Canva. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna upscale. Should I upscale first or should I remove first? Let me upscale the image first. I'm trying to decide if I want to remove this one or this one, but I think I'm just gonna remove this one. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit empty here though. We could leave 3 too. It's really up to you. It's up to the client. So I'm gonna let it upscale. We're gonna do replace. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna duplicate this so that I can do the edits to one and leave the other. I feel like I want to probably delete this one right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to edit. And let me just do magic eraser. And I'm gonna use my brush. I'm gonna make the brush a little bit bigger. Or what happens if I click? Can I click? I can click, but the shadow would kind of be left over. Let me just use the brush. And I'm just gonna do this. And I'm going to select on erase. And let's see how that looks. Hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't, we still have the image duplicated so we could use the other image. So the issue that I have with it only is that the shadow does show. It's not that bad. Let's just try to do this and do erase. So it's not too bad. And what I would also do is I would do a magic grab probably and see if I can grab this flower. Maybe this one. And try to like duplicate it. Just to fill in that empty space. Like so. There's too many flowers. It's too many flowers. Let's delete this one. Okay, I think this is fine. And what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna download this image. So it's already been upscaled. We're gonna select on download. We only want page 10. So we can deselect and select on page 10 and download. Then we're gonna go back to Shopify. And guess what we're gonna do, guys? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna drag and drop. Drag and drop. So I do have 2 images. I'm gonna just take them, drag them, and I'm just gonna drop them. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna make this one the main image. This can be the second image, and that can be the third image. And then look, it says eye creams now. I think it's even better than lenses or something that it said. So this says eye creams, you know, that still sounds okay, skincare, etc. Now remember when I told you this is where you can increase the inventory. But if you already save it and you go back to it, it looks different. It will say like location, and then you see like available 0, in stock 0. Like it kind of had these columns. If you don't want to deal with the columns thing, you can just do that right here. And then you can scroll down, make sure everything is A-OK. It says that this is in a jar, which it's not, but that's okay. The product form is a gel. It just adds some stuff, you know, skincare effect, brightening, hydrating, soothing, anti-puffiness, suitable for all skin types. It kind of gives you all of that stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save. You guys like my drag and drop song? Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Hey. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back, and now we have 2 products on the site. Let's start on our third product. So after this, the eye patch, we did the Golden Glow bar. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go to Shopify. I'm gonna do add product, and I'm gonna paste it. Then I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna take the Shopify description. We're gonna drag and copy. And we're gonna paste it like so. And then we're gonna get our images, and we're gonna do the catchy song. We are going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. Hey, drag and drop. All right, so I'm gonna drag and drop it. And the category automatically updates once I put in the image to say that it's a bar soap in bath and body. We're gonna put the quantity as 10. Yes, it is a physical product. It just says it's for all ages and suitable for all skin type. It has all of the SEO, search engine listing information here. And then we're gonna hit save. This took literally less than a minute to do. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. The hardest part is getting started, to be honest. Once you get started, and sometimes you need an accountability partner. Once you kind of get started and you're held accountable for it, you just kind of go through it. We've been on this live for an hour and 43 minutes, and we've created images, we created Shopify descriptions, and we've added 3 products so far. And we're about to add another product. So I never created the product description for the activated charcoal body scrub, which is okay. Let's move on to the lavender bliss bar. I missed that one because we were working on doing the labels, so that's fine. But I'll go back and add it later. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna paste lavender bliss bar, and we're just gonna drag this and we're gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste it. Then we're gonna take the image. Which is this image right here. And another thing we can do, actually, let's go back to MidJourney really quick. What we can do is we can also have, let's see, dried lavender flowers and herbal greenery, jasmine flowers, and I'm gonna say against a white background. Let's see what that gives us. So I'm trying to remove the soap, but just have like the ingredients and see how that looks. Mm-hmm. Okay, put it in a container. That's fine too. But let's say if we don't want it in the container. I don't want it in the container. Let's see. Dried lavender. Let me remove this part. I'm gonna just say spread out against a white background. And let's see what that gives us. Ooh, I like. I really like. All of these look nice. I think I'm gonna go with the last one, but all of them look amazing. I kind of like the second one, and I like the last one. But let's go with the last one. And we're going to go over to Canva and we're going to drag and drop it. That's our favorite thing to do. Drag and drop everything. They just make it so easy for us. And I'm going to upscale it because that is a must. It is very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, it's been upscaled, so I'm going to replace it. And you see how we're kind of like doing these images one by one. So this is why I was saying that it's best to try to get all your images done together so that they could be in one folder, which is that zip folder that you're going to open up. Because what's going to end up happening is you're just going to have a bunch of random images in your download folder, and it kind of becomes, tedious and a little bit annoying to come back and create images and do all of these things. So I know that's what I'm doing now, because as I'm uploading these images, I am being inspired to create more, because that's what MidJourney is there for. And it's just so absolutely amazing. But yes, that is what ends up happening. So I'm going to go ahead to the downloads and I'm just going to drag and drop it over here. And we're going to hit save. Now, we have not selected the theme that we wanted to yet. We're not going to get into the theme today, but I do want to show you that, oops, let me update the stock. We don't want it to say 0. So this is what I mean, that when you come back to edit it, the quantity section looks different because now it says unavailable, committed, available, on hand. So we're just going to go to available, and where it says new, we're just going to say 10, and we're going to hit save. And I think it auto saves for us, and we just come out over here. So now we've gone ahead and added 4 products. We have not selected the theme yet, but I guess if you wanted to see how the product looks, I actually did select a theme, which is this theme right here, which is a trial. We're going to get into that in the upcoming days, but I just kind of want to see how this looks. So this is not the theme we selected, guys. Do not be alarmed. This is like one of the default themes that comes, but I just want to show you how the images look. Look how amazing this looks. These images look absolutely amazing. You got the Glow Kiss Scrub, the Golden Glow Bar, the Golden Glow Eye Gels, and the Lavender Bliss Bar. And the images are high quality. They're aesthetic, and they kind of complement and match each other. So now imagine when you have 4, 8, 12, 16 images, 20 images on your site, and we haven't even picked a theme yet. It's going to look even better when we have the theme. So the theme that I was playing around with the other day was this one. I was playing around with the logo and creating, images and stuff like that. But look at this. This is the theme that we might be working on when we get to the theme episode. But look at how amazing this looks. Look at the quality of the pictures. Yes, perfection. It's stunning. It absolutely is. So if you guys have any questions, now would be the time to ask these questions. I will say that the website, like if you guys are interested in web design, I'm going to have that available on Black Friday on sale if you guys are interested in that. I do not have it up on the website yet. This person emailed me, so if it's urgent, you can email me about it. I do have the email in the chat, which is thejunecreation@gmail.com. But my suggestion is that you just wait until Black Friday, because then you're going to get the discounted price. But once again, if you want to create it yourself too, absolutely create it yourself, which is why I'm doing these lives. Like I said, there's no gatekeeping. I just showed you the process from beginning to end of how I generated these images, how I came up with the product descriptions using ChatGPT, how I edited the images, upscaling, how we use character references, image references, style references. I'm showing you everything. There is no gatekeeping on this channel. None at all. None. Nada. All right. I want you guys to be able to take this information and, also do it for yourself and do it on your own. So we're going to stop here at these 4 products. We're going to continue again tomorrow. We are going to be doing Shopify all week. There is some work that I'm going to have to do offline because there's a lot of products to go through. So you will probably see more products tomorrow, but I wanted to show you guys the process that I go through when I'm creating these images and adding these products. My heart and soul creation is blessing me with all of these heart emojis. I'm going back to the drawing board. Oh my gosh. Yes, go back to the drawing board. Use these AI tools to help you, right? Use ChatGPT, MidJourney, Shopify. Look at this. We're not even done yet, but you're looking at something like this is a complete transformation. Yes, I wanted to ask you about images. What did you want to ask me about images? Go ahead and ask your question, and I will try my best to answer it. So remember, guys, special offer, 50% off of the website, thejunecreation.com. One of the major things right now that everyone is looking at is Elevate One-on-One with Mel. I'm just going to show you my website really quickly. So actually, this is a preview of the website. This is not even how the live website looks because I've been working on Black Friday banners. So I'm actually happy this came up because this is giving you a sneak peek of the prices that will start on November 29th. So there's the website development that's going to be on sale for $300. Website AI images, that's for $200. That's if you're doing AI images by itself, apart from the website. And then the one-on-one consultations will be $100. Right now they are $75 because it's 50% off. But starting on November 9th, it's going to be $100. The regular price is actually $150. So yes, the sale will still be ongoing, but this is the time to get it at a lower price, and this is going to be the lowest that you'll ever see. And just to go into the services, like I said, this is the personalized one-on-one consultation. As you can see, it is $150. But if you use code Grinchmas, that's GRINCHMAS, you're getting 50% off. This is all the way until the 29th. After that, it will be $100. And with the Elevate session, like I said, it's a one-on-one session. Someone said, what sizes are the images that you uploaded? The images that I uploaded are size 2000 by 2000 pixels. It's a square. So I like to use 2000 by 2000 because it produces like a high quality image. And when you go to MidJourney and you come over here, you'll see that it's a square, which is 1-to-1 square. So on MidJourney, 1-to-1 as a square. On Canva, it is 2000 by 2000. If I come here to resize, I don't know if it's going to show me the size that this is right now. It doesn't, but this is 2000 by 2000 pixels. So that's PX. Okay. So yes. So we have the Elevate one-on-one session, but we also have stock images too. There's going to be more to come by the time Black Friday comes along. I'm going to be adding more products. I do have a brand new product for you guys. Like I said, I like to take time when I'm putting my products up because I do want to make sure that you guys are getting good quality stuff. The new product is Etsy Square listing mockups with video. And it's a 2000 by 2000 pixels. And basically you get 70 mockups for Etsy listings. And it's only $10, but using code Grinchmas, that is only $5. You're getting 50% off. And this is just basically enhancing your Etsy store with the collection of 70 versatile square listing mockups, and it features video capability. What is video capability? If in case you're wondering what that means, I'm going to show you an example. If I come over to this right here, it is animated. So if I play it, you'll see that an animation happens. So every single one of these listings are animated. And when you're on Etsy, it does recommend that you add in a video. So this is why I animated every single one, so that you can go for it. But you get 70. There's so many different versions. I think this is an animated video. Yep. You just plug in the information that you need and you put it on Etsy. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. And of course, I do want to highlight the free courses. You know, you guys already following me and subscribe to me on YouTube, but anyone who stumbles upon my website will see this free course tab where this will directly take you to the YouTube channel as well. So someone said, let's see, she shut my little images down tonight. I got work to do. You got work to do, girl, but guess what? I showed you how to do the work from beginning to end. Your poor little website needs love. Listen, by the time you're done this week with this course, your website is going to look amazing. And thank you, Barbie Doll, for saying that this is another fantastic video. I strive to give you guys the best content that I can. So we are going to wrap it up tonight. Just a reminder, if for any reason you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe now. I actually need to update this thumbnail in the days to come because I no longer have 789 subscribers. I have over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, guys, for your support. Thank you so much for the love and the comments that you guys put on the videos, which helps motivate me every single day. All right, guys, so that is a wrap for tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.